Sweet baby, red circle of fire is the heat, the speed, and the thrill you need. Climb on, let's ride the flame.
Chapter 21, The Heights. For a moment, we must turn back the clock to see what was first hard to notice. High above the normal line of sight, among the shadowed rafters where small creatures and critters make their homes, a tiny spider creeps silently along the ancient wooden beams of the Makana Circle of Life Council chambers. Nearly invisible in the dim light, it moves unnoticed above the chamber's proceedings. The tribunal's name is a bitter irony, for the Circle of Life sitting in tribunal exists chiefly to pronounce sentences of death. Descending partway into the chamber on a single silken thread, the little spider lowers itself from the rafters to gain a better view. It needs to watch. It needs to witness these proceedings filled with fear, contradictions, and injustice masquerading as law. Its many eyes settle upon two men whose hands are bound together by gleaming chains. The spider knows them well. It had watched their tender moments and tribulations, long before they became prisoners. Now those same lovers stand before the Circle of Life condemned to die. Something was terribly wrong. Ota-Ma and Diodi were the two men. All of this time the little spider had watched over them, a tiny self-appointed guardian, who, whether due to a form of ancient biotechnology or magic from another realm, was unusually perceptive. It recorded and relayed everything it saw. A counselor rose and began reciting the charges.
Treason, heresy, violations of sacred custom.
The spider observed a different truth. It noted how several judges avoided meeting the prisoner's eyes. It recorded the slight trembling of the presiding elder's hands. It detected elevated stress in multiple council members. Fear, not certainty. Fear. The creature relayed the information to its contact through its multiple eyes. The spider's vision is the vision of others. Far away in Rakana, High Priestess Kalla-Sonora stands at the head of an Orbani circle, her now silver-braided hair aglow in the amber light, as the sisters of the Ota-Ma Order gather around a temple crystal. They are gathered in their underground hideaway sanctuary. Despite Great Lady Oto-Kimwa's objections, Kalla-Sonora is still under house arrest, but once again she has eluded the guards High Lord Kotore and Colonel Commander Lagan posted inside and outside of her chambers. Her powerful magic can bend the memories and the consciousness of the dull-witted. Within the Orbani's luminous depths flickers the distant image of Monarch Oto-Mani and his faithful lover, Chief Steward Diodi, standing before the Circle of Life as judgment hangs over them. The sisters are in a sacred trance, each receiving fragments of the spider's many-sided vision. Fear among the counselors, courage in the lovers' clasped hands, and truths concealed behind solemn faces. Raising her hands over the crystal, Kalla-Sonora says softly,
"Focus, my sisters, so we may see as one."
At her command, the scattered perspectives merge into a single vision, transforming the spider's countless eyes into one clear human understanding. As the crystal brightens, the priestesses witness the trial as though they themselves stand within the distant hall. Then comes the verdict.
Water death.
The high priestess and the sisters exhale a collective sigh of sorrow. After Ota-Ma and Diodi are led away to await their execution, the spider climbs back into the rafters and scampers along the broad wooden beams until it reaches another chamber. This room belongs to Father Brother Tulu. The office reveals that Tulu is as much an amateur scientist as he is a priest and spiritual leader. Shelves overflow with books, globes of varying sizes, and an assortment of curious mechanical devices whose purposes are not immediately apparent. Standing among them, Tulu wears a pensive expression, as though he senses the scrutiny of the spider. After a moment, Tulu strides into a smaller adjoining office. There he swiftly removes a black cloth draped over a rounded object mounted upon a pedestal. A black Orbani crystal gleams beneath the covering. Tulu adjusts several knobs at the base of the device as though tuning it to a particular frequency. Gradually, an image materializes within the crystal's dark depths. A handsome man clad in ornate orange robes and a richly wrapped turban. High Lord Kotore. The spider freezes upon its beam, watching, recording. At the same time, it silently transmits everything it sees and hears across vast distances to Kalla-Sonora and the sisters, who remain locked in their sacred trance around the Orbani circle. Through the spider's eyes, they observe the secret meeting as if it was unfolding before them. Of all the treachery the conversation harbors, one word is the most startling: cousin. Though her eyes remain closed in meditation, a faint smile touches Kalla-Sonora's lips. When the conversation finally ends, Kalla-Sonora raises a hand over the Orbani crystal.
End transmission.
She instructs her sisters. At once, the crystal's glow fades into darkness. One by one, the sisters' eyes flutter open. Together they inhale and exhale, gently loosening the extrasensory bonds that join them to the Watcher spider. Silence settles over the temple hideaway for a moment. Then Kalla-Sonora smiles. Around the circle, the sisters exchange knowing glances and nod in unspoken agreement. Their mission succeeded. Through a soft chuckle, the High Priestess says,
"We've got 'em."
The sisters beam back at her, their faces alight with satisfaction. At last, the truth has revealed itself. Kalla-Sonora motions two sisters to join her at a marble table. While the younger women stand reverently on each side, the old woman sits down and uses a small piece of parchment and pen that are on the table to quickly but neatly scribble down a note. Curiously, both the women, the acolytes, and the High Priestess have their eyes closed while Kalla-Sonora writes. It is though they are gazing inward, drawing upon the visions in their minds to complete the task. When Kalla-Sonora is finished, she blows upon the paper to dry the ink, and then precisely folds the paper twice. Holding the folded parchment, Kalla-Sonora stands and walks over to a hidden stone compartment set into the temple wall. One of the sisters opens a concealed niche while the other watches in solemn silence. Kalla-Sonora places the note within the secret repository. Once the compartment door is closed, the sister slides a false stone panel over the door to disguise it. Kalla-Sonora winks at her acolytes.
There now, safely kept until we need it to shape events to realign with the prophecy.
She winks again, drawing smiles from the younger women. Their task is complete. The three rejoin the rest of the sisters, and the chamber soon fills with the gentle murmur of light-hearted conversation as the women begin to file out of the room to return to their quarters. But Kalla-Sonora, for all of her wisdom and guile, is also being watched. She too is being observed from the shadows. Such are the ways of Rakana, such are the ways of Makana. Secrecy is so deep that it is tall. Secrecy is so deep that it towers over every form of power that matters. Up, overhead.
Now, good people, please like, comment, and subscribe to catch the next thrilling episode of Red Circles of Fire.